So that's pretty much the game there. I mean, we did everything right today. Look at this fourth quarter numbers. I want you guys to see this. Fourth quarter. 45% from us from the field. See? 9 of 20. 1, 2, 3. 2 of, what is that? 2 of 7 from 3. Look at all these points from Atlanta. They were 10 of 25, 40% from them. But they hit 5 threes. So they were 5 of 11. So most of their points came there. But look at us. Look at all these points in the paint here. 1, 2, 3. And that was mostly Jalen Brunson. That was right here was Jalen Brunson right here. Out on there. So that's how we got this win with defense and just, getting stops, timely stops, and hit it. And give Jalen Brunson credit, man. Just took over this game when it mattered. 17 fourth quarter points. OG was the only other guy in the fourth quarter, especially down the stretch. He had 4. So let me announce it real quick. Talking Mets. All right. All righty. All right. Let me pause for a second. Look at me, got the Mets shirt on. Gonna now talk some Mets. Let's get right into it. All right, let me get New York Mets. Let's get all the news of the day. Obviously, big news of the day was Juan Soto goes on the DL or IL, and he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks with the strained calf, I believe, right? So let me pull this up for you guys. Let's get to this. We'll share. I'll do that one. And let me get this up. So.
As a player, I like on, and they're going to put out a starting 9, no doubt about it. And I totally get what you guys are saying. I am a fan of the Mets bench. I love what Jared Young did yesterday. Obviously, I like Tyrone Taylor as a player. I like all these guys the Mets can use. To me, replacing Juan Soto is not about those guys. It is about that other superstar in their lineup, Francisco Lindor, who has a 577 OPS right now. Now is the time for him to turn it on. I know this is an annual tradition, right? Like he gets off to these slow starts, but with Juan Soto down, it is Lindor's chance to be the man. And look, Bo Bichette is going to help for sure, and he's starting to turn things on. I have a lot of optimism in him. Luis Robert, Mark Vientos, these are good pieces for the Mets, but I do feel like their production might wax and wane a little bit. Lindor needs to be the guy who's anchoring all of this. We need to start seeing it from him now. And they're going to put out a starting 9, no doubt about it.
So that's basically the news on Soto. He's retroactive on the DL to April 4th, which really isn't that big of a deal, but he's going to be out of lineup for a few days, so it is what it is. This was the other big news of the day right here, was Mark Vientos he's switching his jersey number from 15 to 28, and basically here's a bunch of guys that wore number 15, which I never liked, by the way, since Beltran left. I never liked that they just gave out this number like it was nothing. Remember Val Pascucci, the big power hitter in the minor leagues? He wore 15. Fred Lewis, Travis d'Arnaud in 13 and 14. Matt Reynolds, that bum. Guillorme, Brian Dozier, Heredia, Juan Lagares in 2020, Cameron Maben, and then it basically, Danny Mendick. I mean, these guys should never ever be wearing Beltran's number, but it is what it is. Let's go back to these. Hold on. Yeah. And this is the other news right here that Mets are officially retiring Beltran's jersey on Saturday, September 19th, as the Mets face the Phillies. So there's that. All right. And there's people. Look at this. Look at what these people do. Guy never won a damn thing for us. He just should have swung at the first pitch. That's all I'll say on that. But Beltran was a great player for us. I don't want to hear that. And this was another one right here. Very big news. Ronnie Mauricio back up with the team. And Soto's out on the IL. Now, I'm pretty sure that Mauricio is out of options. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I am pretty sure he's on his last option. So is this it for him? Is he going to stay with the team? I don't know. But I guess they're going to be putting him in a bunch of different places. But I like it. He's tearing up AAA, so rightfully so. He should come up. So that's good. Soto here, out 2 to 3 weeks, like we already know. So nothing new there. All right. Then also, tomorrow's game and I believe Wednesday's game are both moved from 7:10 to 4:10. So I think it's supposed to be super cold. And the Mets are also giving out free tickets to both of those games. So kind of a really cool move by the Mets there to do that. Love it. And then this is the celebration here that the Mets have been doing. Jared Young does that. Lindor claps. Vientos. All right. That's that. Let's whip out the standings right now. MLB standings. Let's see where the Mets sit. I know they're not in first place, but we got a winning record. And that's really all that matters right now. All right, so let me get rid of this. We'll go back to that. Here we go. Let's share this with you guys. All right. Yankees 7-2. All right, here we go. Here's the NL East. New York Mets and Florida Marlins and the Atlanta Braves are all tied at 6-4. Then the Phillies are 5-4, and the Nationals, believe it or not, 4-6. Not that far behind. Mets are right there. I like the Mets runs scored. 49 runs. 49 runs for them, 49 for the Marlins, 49 for the Braves. But Mets, 32 runs allowed. But Atlanta Braves, 22 runs allowed. But Mets are plus 17. Marlins only plus 6. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. Dodgers, no shock here, 8-2. Nobody really competing with them. Brewers off to a really good start, 8-2. They're looking pretty good. Scored 68 runs, only 38 against. And then the Yankees, 7-2. 47 runs scored, but only 22 runs allowed. So nice to see the Mets. We're in first place. Everything's starting to come together. Big series. We took 3 or 4 in San Francisco. Nobody expected that, especially after the first game. Everybody's saying the team's over, season's over. It's a bunch of bullshit. You saying the season's over after, one game, a couple losses in a row? You kidding me? You kidding me? This Mets team is good. I've said it a bunch of times, and I'll say it again. I don't know if they're going to win the division. I don't know that. But I know one thing for sure. They're going to be a wild card team. This lineup is good. This rotation is good. I mean, we got Kodai Senga. Well, yeah, I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he pitches us. He keeps you in the game. Now, as long as he stays healthy and the rest of the starting staff stays healthy, we got a good chance. And yeah, Soto's out, and that's a big, big loss. But we have enough guys right now to make up for it. Got Ronnie Mauricio coming up. He's hot. Mark Vientos is killing it. Not something I expected. Bo Bichette's slumping, and yet they're still 6-4. So the Mets are doing their thing. And I think after this week, these next 6 games, I think we have the next 6, first 3 versus Diamondbacks, and then we play Oakland. I think we're going to get 4 or 6 of these. I think we're going to take 2 or 3 easily from both of these teams. Maybe even sweep the A's. I don't know. I have to see the way they pitch because in the cold weather, the ball tends not to travel. So we'll see. But you just got to put up enough runs. And look at that. Look at those 2 games we did. We came back in 2 games over that series in the 8th inning. Came back. Something we didn't do 80 times last year. We came back and won a game in that 8th inning. Down 2. Came back, put up 4 runs. And that's what the Mets are doing. So we keep this up, we got a chance. We got a chance to do a lot of things. So everybody getting all crazy on the Mets saying, oh, they suck. You guys don't know what you're talking about. It's a good team. It's a very good team. So the schedule's going to go, like I said, here we go. Let me see. So tomorrow, Freddie Peralta's pitching. Again, it's a 4:00 game. And he is facing, let me tell you right now, Zach Gallen, our old friend. We were after him in the offseason. Both guys got, Zach Gallen's got a 3.60 ERA. Freddie's got a 4.35, but he's 1-0. So I think it's a series we could get. We're going to easily beat them. And the thing is with this team, we just got to hit. And we got a very deep lineup. And that's the difference between past years. We had a good lineup last year, but we didn't hit. We didn't hit in the clutch. Everybody's wondering about Pete Alonso stats. I don't care about Pete Alonso. I like this team better already. The fact that we came back against San Francisco and put up, 3 runs or 4 runs in that 9th inning? That's what I want to see. I want to see teams that come back. I don't want to see these bums. I want to see heart. I want to see hustle. I think this team has a lot of intangibles. And we don't even have guys going yet. Let's look on the Mets stats. Let's whip up their starting lineup and everything. Let's see. Let me pull this up for you guys. Give me a second. Stats. There we go. All right. Let me share this with you guys. I'm going to add that up. There we go. All right. So looking at this, Juan Soto, obviously right here, batting .355. He's the leader in batting average. I don't know if you guys care, but we'll see. But Vientos, .476 average, .522 on base percentage, slugging OPS, 1236, already has a .5 WAR. He's got 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 15 bases, 2 doubles. Doubles leader for the Mets, Jorge Polanco with 3. He's only got 1 RBI. He's batting .188, but he's getting some big hits here and there. Triples leader, I know, is Lindor. He's got 2, right? Lindor, as usual, soft start, 135 on base, 33%, not terrible. But he's got to pick it up. Terens is hitting 333. Robert Jr., Robert, whatever you want to call him, he's got 10 hits. 10 hits. Soto has the most hits, 11. Viento's got 10. Robert's got 10. And Simeon's starting to turn it up too. Simeon's got 9 hits, 2 doubles, 1 homer. He leads the team with RBIs, tied with Simeon, Bo Bichette. So, who's our walks leader? Lindor's got 10 walks. Robert's got 8. Polanco has 5. Soto's only got 3 walks, surprisingly. But he's still got a 400 on base percentage. 412. So I like our lineup, man. I really do. I like it. And I think this team's going to do big things. I think we're going to take 2 or 3 from the Diamondbacks. I think Vientos is going to continue to stay hot. And I wasn't a Vientos guy. I'll admit that. I was higher on Beatty. But Vientos has seemed to come into his own. And he's hitting. And he's a guy that I think if you keep him in this lineup and you protect him and he doesn't go chasing and start, getting ahead of himself, this guy could be an all-star. He's got the potential to be an all-star. We saw it in 2024. 2024, you put a gun to my head. I would have said this guy's going to hit 25 home runs every year. But something happened to him last year. If you ask me, I think it was the 2 batting coaches. And look what happened. We hired this new coach, brought in J.D. Martinez. As soon as we brought in J.D. Martinez, what happened? Mark Vientos got hot again. Got his confidence back. Now, can he continue this? I don't know. I think so. We've seen it before. But I want to see all these guys contribute. I want to see Simeon do it. I want to see Alvarez stay hot. I love Alvarez. He's a 9-hole. He's doing great. Doing big things for us. So he keeps it up. We got a good team. We're going to score a lot of runs. Our bullpen's been fantastic. Everybody's been contributing. So, next 6 games, you got the Diamondbacks for 3, and then you got Oakland, all at home. If you guys want me to give you the, there it is. Let me get this again. I will get pitching matchups. So here it is. So it's going to be Peralta versus Gallen, Peterson in game 2. Then Thursday, 7:10, McLean versus Rodriguez. And then this weekend, we got Holmes against Morales, Senga, 4:10 game against Lopez, and Peterson again. And then we go out to LA, Chicago. So we got a tough road trip. So we got to start, really start hitting these teams hard now. Because that road trip in LA and Chicago is going to be tough. But one thing we've shown we could beat the Dodgers in the regular season, at least. They're tough, but they're not unbeatable. We have the pitching. We have the hitting. We just got to put it together. With that said, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you, and good night.